chicken too, whatever the case.
So if you said it's 2 Philadelphias, expound on that a little bit, because you broke it to me in the car.
There's definitely two Philadelphias.
So, you know, we're talking about the first Philadelphia now, which is especially for you know, people that's indigenous to the city that come from, you know, our background, culture, and persuasion. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if you stay locked into what they into, you done. So if you got yourself caught up into the cycle that they repeat over and over, they do the same thing. They go to the same old bars, they eat at the same restaurants, they chase the same girl, the same nigga. They, you know what I mean? They eat the same places. You know, they talk about the same stuff. If you stay just caught up into that world, you know what I mean? You'll never enjoy Philadelphia because, you know, while everybody is trying to have a semblance of life by doing the things that they do to entertain themselves, right? And to keep their minds occupied in some of the things that I just talked about, the whole twist is you're never going to really grow outside of that if that's the only people that you talk to. Because their perspective is a similar perspective. You know what I'm saying? It's not another way to look at things. You know what I'm saying? And the only way you can have another way to look at things is if you have either some mentorship, you know what I mean, especially being in business, outside of the networking that you do, outside of, you know what I mean? Even from a religious aspect, you know, we look at the condition of, you know, everything that's been, y'all, you know, especially y'all started to, you know, put it on the table in combat era. You know, he said, look at their joint, it's all insular. You know what I'm saying? And that's Philadelphia in general. So if it's all insular, that means that you're only going to go but so far because you can only learn but so much. Because whoever is that smartest person in that group, your knowledge won't reach beyond that, especially if you stay within that circle. Until you go outside of that joint and start to mingle with this one, kick it with that one, and bring something back, you're going to be in the same place. And people in Philadelphia are comfortable with staying in the same place. They talk a whole lot and do a lot of nothing. You know what I'm saying? They talk a whole bunch and they do a whole lot of nothing. So they talk and they dream and you know what I'm saying? They tell you what they're going to do. So all right,
it's nigger them, man.
Fulan, right? I'm gonna just say Fulan, brother Fulan. So Muhammad Amin, you know what I mean? Hafidullah, he used to always see the brother talking to me. So the brother used to come up to me and be like, yeah. He used to talk about, you know, getting a computer. He didn't have a computer, and he would talk for tens of minutes, hours if I let him, about what he was going to do when he got the computer. So Muhammad Amin nicknamed the boy Adobe.
Adobe.
Listen, no, not immediately, but after watching this boy talk like this for at least 2 years. You feel me?
Yeah.
He just was talking. So he was like, he just came up with this nickname one day. The boy name was Adobe after that. You know what I mean? Like, because all you wanted to do was talk about Illustrator. All you want to do is talk about, so Adobe Illustrator, Adobe Photoshop. That's what you want to talk about. But he never, ever did anything. He never moved out on it. All he wanted to do was fill my ears with his dreams of what he was going to do. You get what I'm saying? Which was ridiculous. I used to be trying to get away from him, like, you know, me trying to be polite. You get what I'm saying? Because I know I got a little bit of standing within the community, and this is
the proper dad.
Yeah, just trying to not, you know, brush a joke. You know what I mean? Just because he wasn't doing it, maybe inshallah ta'ala one day he'll do it. But you're really getting on my nerves right now. Keep talking about the same thing, and we're not having a conversation about what you did. And that's the same thing that happens in Philadelphia. That's why it's two Philadelphia, because all of the people are satisfied with talking about, you know, what they're going to do. And then when they do something, in most cases, they do the same thing that everybody else is doing. So where do we really learn and where do we grow at? If you don't have somebody coming back and saying, like me and Qasim was looking at that piece of machinery that, you know, I don't know what it's called, but it digs out and excavates the ground. They was pulling one in
It's like
today.
A backhoe.
But it's big, right?
Backhoe.
It's like, okay, when people go into business, why has nobody looked at that, coming to a job site and say, you know what, we should put our money together and get that? No, all they look at is, man, Ib in there doing that, I'm gonna do that. Feek in there doing search and rescue, I'm gonna do that. Qasim over there making what he making, I'm gonna do that. So You understand what I'm saying? It's like until you go outside of that, people too comfortable here without going outside of nothing. And the reality of it is, I know for certain because I know when I was younger, niggas looked at me like a weirdo. Everything I did was weird. Everything that they doing now that seems normal, it was super duper. This nigga's a weirdo. This nigga do everything weird. He do everything backwards. I don't know what's up with the.
So what's the other Philadelphia?
The other side?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it's the positivity that Issa was talking about in some type of format, culturally. You understand what I'm saying? You know, it's a lot of things that are going on. You know what I'm saying? With people that are way more cultured, way more well-heeled, way more educated. You get what I'm saying? Not over competitive, over nothing, because they secure where they at already. You know what I'm saying? Whereas though you could go into some of those settings and you could network a lot more easily without an agenda. You know what I mean? You'll find people that's probably here that will help you a lot more quicker than the individuals that you sitting there like scratching your head about. The dude that you know sitting on $1 million. You get what I'm saying? And he ain't gonna do nothing. But he gonna talk with you all day. Listen, he gonna watch you scramble. He gonna talk with you all day, be around you all day, the whole nine. He's never. You could get a nigga a business plan that has a guarantee to bring back 10 times the money. You know what I mean? He's not gonna do nothing with you. He's gonna continue to talk about the same old things that he's been talking about, and he's gonna stay cool and secure in his spot because he don't want you to ever elevate above him first and foremost. That competitiveness. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to have a nickel more than me. Like, I don't even want you to have a nickel close. I don't want you to be 5 cents behind me.
He don't want you to buy a cup of coffee.
I want you to be 5 cents behind me.
You know what I mean? Let's keep it real. Boy don't even want you to get a cup of Java.
Nope. He don't want you to have nothing, man. And he's satisfied. He cool with that, man. And he'll hang with you every day.
He wants you to depend on him instead of you depending on yourself.
Yep. And cause see, you have the means to listen, to not only make it like you saying, Issa, where you could depend on yourself. He can make money with you.
Exactly.
But he don't care about making money with you. I'd rather not make money with you, because the moment that your ambition is more than mine, you know what I'm saying? Niggas be looking at you, they be like, oh, okay, I just happen to be in the right place at the right time, you know, doing whatever it was that I was doing to get my money. You understand what I'm saying?
No doubt.
So now that I got a couple dollars, it's not really hard to keep myself in that position, because there's always opportunities out here. But this nigga right here, these guys right here, this group right here, these individuals, they will make something out of nothing. I watched them do it too many times. So just imagine if he gets the opportunity that I have, he really gonna take off. He's gonna surpass me tenfold. And the whole time, look at T. That's money. I'm about to call him. So it's just so much going on. But we don't take advantage of. So it's easy to send you up.
So going outside that comfort zone.
Oh, nobody's going out their comfort zone.
You got historical culture. You got architecture. There's a lot of events going on.
Look at all this stuff, man. You can walk right into it. Listen, all these niggas got access cards, and it only costs $2 to go in the museum. Go in the museum and see if you see them niggas in there using the access cards and get in the museum.
Yeah, you know, that's because the thing about it is we think BET and stuff like that is for us. Actually, BET is a social engineering project. It's very negative. BET teaches a negative culture of niggerdom. And that all you want to do is shake your behind, listen to that deaf music that kills your soul and your heart and makes you believe that you just want to die against it, instead of enriching yourself with culture and knowledge. BET is like one of the biggest threats to our existence as a people. Things like BET. You know what I'm saying? That's just my, my outtake on stuff like BET. Instead of culturing yourself.
And it was deep how everybody jumped on Stacey Dash when she made her comments about BET. Now I think that there's some couth. You don't air out your laundry for and to outsiders, but internally,
they don't do it.
We have to purify our content. And if we can look at a show like BET, or listen to Power 99, or any of these outlets, the Breakfast Club, and if they're putting themselves in front of the of the community of indigenous people saying, okay, we're gonna move you forward. We're gonna push the culture forward. We're gonna drive the conversations forward. But the conversations are still based off of things that took place 20 years ago, and it's not from a healing perspective. We're being put in some sort of tumbler. You know, we're being rinsed and recycled on the same stuff.
That word right there, tumbling.
Yeah, rinse and tumble. You right,
That's what we on right here. Repeat.
Yep, rinse and repeat. And it's crazy. You know what's crazy though, Ibn? It's like the indigenous people are still using the first Nintendo while everybody else is using a Wii. It's like we still using the wagon, trying to use the wagon to come up, and everybody else driving a Range Rover.
Yeah.
Like, when you going to realize that what you're doing and how you're living isn't working?
After this light is where the spot is at on this side.
You know what I'm saying? It may have worked 40 years ago, but it ain't working no more.
You get what I'm saying?
So you have to adapt. You have to evolve.
Back to the
Nope.
And I think that these conversations are about.
Nobody's adapting and evolving, man. You still prehistoric days talking about trying to come up. You got to be kidding me. Standing on the corner don't work no more. Get off the corner, homeboy. That's done.
You know what I'm saying? Unless you want to go around. Yeah, let's go around and come back.